So today is a really beautiful Sunday and just got done with service. Look at all the flowers that are out. I was just studying Psalm 91. Psalm 91 is a beautiful psalm that many Jewish people pray over themselves 7 times a day. It talks about how when you're close to God, or as they say, in the shadow of El Shaddai, which is a name for God, that He protects you from many accidents where many people die. There are a lot of testimonies of people who were in the protection of God and survived those accidents with not even a scratch on them. So today I want you guys to think about how beautiful it is to be under God's protection, to walk in the love of God, and to just be in the beauty of His ways. He's made this world so good, yet so many people are feeling so downtrodden. If you would just turn to Him and trust Him and walk in His protection, obey His laws, your life would be so beautiful and you could see all the wonderful stuff around you. But we get caught up in the busyness of life and the news, and so we don't get into the good news as much. The good news is that God is alive and He's doing awesome things on this planet. So if you guys haven't found Him yet, or if you've turned away from Him, I just pray you go back to Him. Learn to live a beautiful life. It's so wonderful. As it continues on, it talks about the wicked basically are going to perish, but that our hope is in Him. And it's not a hope for just the future, but the present. And so I think about that, and I think about Korea, and there's so much good faith here, so many wonderful things, hidden spots and revelations God wants for this country. This country is amazing at prayer. It's so full of beautiful things. So I feel like that's why I was called here, is to bring people more on fire for God. Not just as a religion, but to be able to hear His sung, or His voice. When we get that quiet time with God, it could be on a walk, or it could be doing anything where we just give Him the time, get away from the busyness of life. He honors that, and He gives revelation to people. It's such a beautiful thing. So I encourage you guys to look for the beauty in life. Turn back to God from whatever you've done. He's quick to forgive those who turn away from the evil. And when we do that as a whole, there's going to be such an amazing blessing, not for just you, but for countries and communities. And God has a plan for all this stuff. So people who are not sure why God doesn't allow things like gay marriage or sex outside of marriage or getting drunk, it's because it's not part of His design. It's not part of His plan to make a beautiful world. We don't have to understand the exact reasons God makes His laws. We just have to obey Him and give your heart wholly to Him. So my question today is, are you holding anything back from Him? Are you protecting anything that's not of Him? And are you willing to give it up for the one who gave you everything? That's what it means to follow Him. To overcome the world is to give up those things that He says to let go, to hold on tightly to those things He says you need. So I encourage you guys, just get alone with Him. Seek His heart out, no matter what it is that's separating you from Him. Allow God to just take those things, and He'll give you something much, much better that you couldn't even imagine. And a joy. There's such joy. Wow. And the beautiful things that God will lead you into, and the adventures. Oh, this place is really cool too. So yeah, I just feel that joy today, and it's a beautiful spring day. The winter is gone, the night is gone, and I'm on this adventure. So I don't know how long I'll be in Korea, actually I kind of do. I think this is my last year, but after that I have a couple ideas of what I'm going to do. Well, but wherever God takes me, I'll always bring that joy. So I encourage you guys, wherever God's leading you, be joyful. No matter how difficult it is, he has a different path for each of us, but his master plan is only just beginning. It's what he can see. It's what God's building on this earth. So when people turn to Jesus, it's not just about salvation. It's about bringing back God's laws to this world, his design, not our own human design. Because our design kind of flaws things, as people can kind of tell. Whenever we try to fix something or make it better, like foods or things that are God's design, we actually end up ruining it. Although we can create beautiful things like these bridges, but I'm talking about the stuff that God created, the food, the seeds, stuff like that. A lot of times even medicine, we can ruin things. So there's a deeper revelation in that, but I think I'm going to let you guys go for now. So have a wonderful day wherever you are and enjoy your life. Bless you guys. See you soon.